Ken Starr. Ken Starr was supposed to be on this program today, wasn't he, Mr. Producer? We locked him in a day or two ago, didn't we? And then at the last minute, they decided they can't come on today. They would have to come on another day, correct? Okay. That means forget it. But my old buddy Ken Starr had time to be on the Morning Joe this morning on MSNBC, and what his publicist doesn't understand is we have far more listeners than they have viewers. But that's okay. It's probably wise for my old friend Ken Starr not to come on the program. I would have been very professional and respectful because I believe he deserves that. I really do. I like him very much. But let's listen to some of what Ken Starr had to say when he was with the Morning Schmo and Mrs. Schmo, Mika Brzezinski. Cut 10, go.
Can a president be indicted? And if the answer is yes, why are so many people calling this a question they can't answer?
Well, I think a president can be indicted, but that is not the position of the Justice Department traditionally, going back to the Nixon-Ford era and continuing through President Clinton's tenure. And the authoritative within the Justice Department view is set forth in an Office of Legal Counsel opinion during the Clinton administration in the year 2000. And so the basic point is we do not have an authoritative resolution on the issue. My point is, as I describe in the book, the Supreme Court of the United States, in the case of Clinton versus Jones, the Paula Corbin Jones case, determined unanimously that the president is subject to civil litigation. Well, if anything is clear to me, the public policy concerns underlying and informing the criminal justice system are even stronger. All the arguments President Clinton made with respect to, I've been busy, I have these heavy responsibilities, and no one gainsays that. Of course, it's absolutely true. And we should be very careful and respectful of the president's schedule and the like. But no one is above the law. And so, in my judgment, the president can, in fact, be indicted. But it cannot happen, as I see it, under just...
Go ahead.
Policy as and that's enforceable on Bob Mueller.
All right. Well, Ken, you didn't read that memo, apparently. The memo from 2000 that was issued by the Department of Justice. If you read it, they addressed the issue of civil litigation versus criminal litigation. And you see, civil litigation, ladies and gentlemen, is not about imprisoning somebody, thereby decapitating the executive branch and the commander-in-chief. It's not about removing a president via a conviction and a sentence by a federal judge, which would also raise serious separation of powers issues. Civil litigation does not, in my view. So it's not about defending your physical freedom. Is the president supposed to be president behind bars? There's all kinds of protections in our Constitution involving criminal cases. Take a look at the Bill of Rights. Criminal cases. And so, clearly, there's a difference between criminal litigation and civil litigation. And every litigator knows it. President is the only federal official elected by the entire country. And if he's forced to defend his innocence, he's defending it not against some civil charge or monetary charge or what have you. He's defending his innocence and his liberty and his ability to actually serve as commander-in-chief and the chief executive. No other person is in that position. No judge, no member of Congress. And then there are questions if that door is thrown wide open. We have over 90 United States attorneys, 93 of them. Are they all able to indict a sitting president of the United States? Doesn't necessarily take much to indict somebody, you know. Can they indict them for any type of crime? There are felonies, and then there are felonies. Imagine if this Pandora's box actually were to be opened. Am I the only one that thinks about the precedential consequences of this when it comes to our constitutional republic? And my personal opinion on whether a president should be indicted or not is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. The Justice Department, the Office of Legal Counsel under Nixon and Clinton, happened to be correct. It is not the place of a prosecutor to do that which the Constitution only empowers the Congress to do. That is, to remove a sitting president. I'll be right back.